Hello students, now from today I'll start part 2. In the part 2, first of all, let's take chapter number 3, that is company final account. This is an easy chapter. This is not so difficult or lengthy chapter as compared to partnership final account we have seen in part 1. Now company final account, that means we are preparing final accounts of the company, right? Now in partnership final account we were preparing 6 statements in the trading, P&L, then P&L appropriation, partners capital or current account, and then balance sheet. But here only two that is statements we have to prepare, that is P&L statement and balance sheet statement. In company final account we do not have to prepare accounts in the form of accounts, means T formatted specimen we do not have to prepare. Company final account is to be prepared in the form of statement. Now why it is to be prepared in the form of statement? Because in company final account, current year and previous year, both years value are to be presented in one statement, in the one specimen. That's why company final account is to be prepared in the form of statement, right? Now in the board exam, only 11 marks sum that will come, no theory will come in the board exam, not an neither MCQ nor that 1 mark question, directly 11 marks sum, just like that partnership final account. Now what is the meaning of financial statement? Financial statements are presenting accounting information in brief at the end of accounting process for an accounting period. Financial statements provide information regarding financial results as its internal and external users. Now whenever we prepare company final account, obviously it becomes useful for the internal and external users, and financial statements are the statement presenting accounting information in brief at the end of accounting period. Now in this financial statement, 5 statements are to be prepared: balance sheet, P&L, cash flow statement, a statement of changes in equity, and notes related to accounts. But in company final account we have to prepare first and second only, that is P&L account, P&L statement and balance sheet statement, right? Now let's directly move on to the statement of the balance sheet. First of all, we look at the statement, right? Because this is an easy to understand, because we have learned partnership final account, so this is totally easy for you, and we have to follow this format only. फॉर्मेट के हिसाब से ही आपको सम करना है, सो लर्न दिस फॉर्मेट प्रॉपरली, लर्न दिस बाय हार्ट, राइट डाउन दिस 10 times 20 times until you memorize this statement. Now always balance sheet, first of all always write down title, that name of the company, and then balance sheet as at whatever date is given. Then first column is for the particular, second column is for the note number, next column is for the figures at the end of current year, and next column is for the figures at the end of previous year. So in the balance sheet statement we present previous year and current year's amount, that's why it is called as statement. Now equity and first of all always this statement always starts from equity and liability if it is given in the sum. Then first one, that is shareholders fund, first step, that is shareholders fund. If it is given in the sum, then first one, that is share capital, second one reserves and surplus is to be written, next one money received against the warrants is to be written. If it is given in the sum, then write down this, otherwise do not write down, and then go for the next step. Second one is the share application money pending allotment. If it is given, then write down. So after writing first and second, the next one is non-current liabilities. Now there is a bigger list of non-current liabilities. That list we will see afterwards. But right now, third step, that is non-current liabilities. In that, long-term borrowings, deferred tax, other long-term liabilities, long-term provisions. If these transactions value is given, then and then only we write down, otherwise no need to write down. Then fourth step is current liabilities. What is included in current liabilities in that? Short term borrowings, trade payables, other current liabilities, and then next is short term provisions. More items are also there in current liabilities, so we'll see that afterwards. Now after recording this much liability, this is the liability part. Now after writing that liability part, make the total of both the year. Now if a previous year information is given in the sum, then and then only we write down, otherwise we make column of only 1 year, that is current year, right? Then after another part, that is assets part. This is the only balance sheet that we were preparing in the partnership final account. In that we prepare in the T formatted, that credit side, that is liability side, and debit side, that is asset side. So same, but that same we have to present in the statement form. That's it. So whenever you solve sum of company final account, try to remember that balance sheet of that partnership account, so that it becomes easy for you to solve this sum. Then the next one, that is asset side. Asset side may first, that is non-current assets. In that first we write down fixed asset. Now why we have to write down this fixed asset? Because in the format it is given. So non-current assets in that first, fixed asset in that tangible assets, intangible assets, right? If it is given, then write down. Then capital in progress, intangible assets under development. Then after B, non-current investment, if it is given, then write down. Then deferred tax asset, net, long-term loans, advances, other non-current assets, if it is given, then write down. Then write down its total over here. Make a total of this whole and then write down over here. In the outer, here in this sum also you can prepare that inner column and outer column. So inner column mein ye sari amount and its total are in the outer column. Then the next second one, that is current assets. In the first one is current investment, then investment, trade receivables, cash and cash equivalent, short term loans and advances, and other current assets. Whatever is given, then write down over here and total in the outer column, right? So this is the format of balance sheet. Learn this format properly, that which first step is what, then after which step, then after which step, right? Learn this properly. Now the next one is that statement of profit and loss account, which is given on page number 131 in the textbook. So first of all, title, name of the company, then statement of P&L for the year ending and date. Whatever date is given, that we write down. Now again this is a T formatted. Here also you can prepare inner and outer column. Particulars, note number as on whatever date is given, inner column and outer column you prepare. It becomes easy to understand it. Understand that iska total kya hai, iska total kya hai. First step is we write down revenue from operations. Second step we write down other incomes if it is given in the sum. Third step is total revenue. Total revenue, what is this total revenue? Total of 1 plus 2 in dono ka total, that we write down over here, and then we make a line for the totaling. Then fourth step, that is expenses. Whatever expenses में क्या क्या included है वो list भी बाद में दिया है, that we will see afterwards. But right now expenses we have to write down in that purchase, changes in stock, direct expenses, employee benefit expense, financial cost, etc. Depreciation and amortization and other expenses. Then total expenses लिखने के बाद when we record all the expenses, then make the total of expenses. So total of expenses over here. Now the next step is profit before tax. Profit before tax में 3 minus 4, that means जो हमने थर्ड स्टेप लिखा है वो माइनस फोर्थ स्टेप, तो उसका जो वैल्यू आएगा वो हम यहाँ पे लिखेंगे. Fifth step is provision for tax. For this provision for tax, percentage will be given in the sum. That percentage we will have to draw out for the given amount. So that we write down over here. Then last step is profit after tax in the 5th minus 6th. So ये 5th minus 6th उसका अमाउंट हम लिखेंगे यहाँ पे. So this is our final answer, right? So your marks that will be totally based on this final answer. So this is the statement of profit and loss account. Now below this statement a detailed statement is given, right? That revenue from operations, ये रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशंस था तो ये क्या मतलब, तो इसमें हम क्या, सो इन दैट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी राइट डाउन सेल्स, देन वी लेस सेल्स रिटर्न एंड देन अमाउंट वी राइट डाउन इन द अमाउंट कॉलम. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम ऑपरेशंस. Then the next one, that is other incomes. What is included in other incomes? In that interest and dividend received, bad debt recovered, profit on sale of assets. The net purchase, if it is given, then total purchase less sales return. Then change in stock means what? That opening stock less closing stock. Direct expenses. Then employee benefit expenses. ये सारे दिए हो, so that we record in this the main statement. ये जो main statement है ना, ये यहाँ पे हम लिखेंगे. You will be able to understand when we start solving the sum, right? So all these are expenses. Salary दिया हो तो expenses में, bonus दिया हो तो expenses में लिखेंगे, commission दिया हो तो expenses में लिखेंगे, wages वो भी expenses में, opening stock हो तो opening stock के साथ closing stock हो तो opening stock less closing stock ये लिखेंगे, right? Then after see depreciation में कौन कौन से depreciation हो, depreciation on fixed asset वो लिखेंगे. फिर अदर एक्सपेंसेस ये सारे लिखेंगे. ऑल दीज आर इंक्लूडेड इन अंडर द हेड ऑफ एक्सपेंसेस. एक्सपेंसेस का बाइफर्केशन दिया है पीछे. ये सारा एक्सपेंसेस का बाइफर्केशन है कि अगर वेजेस दिया हो तो कहाँ लिखे, दैट कम्स अंडर द हेड ऑफ डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंस. सैलरी दिया हो तो लिखे कहाँ, दैट कम्स अंडर द हेड ऑफ एम्प्लॉय बेनिफिट एक्सपेंसेस, राइट? सो यू ऑल्सो लर्न दिस टेबल, right? So main table is this statement of profit and loss account and then statement of balance sheet. We will see in detail this statement of balance sheet, that is what is included in the shareholders fund, non-current liabilities, current liabilities, non-current asset and current asset. But today you write down and learn this statement properly. Both of this statement write down in your notebook. Learn this properly by heart because we have to go statement wise only, right? Okay, so see you tomorrow.